Welcome to the Piece by Piece Autism Podcast with your hosts, Angie and Christy. They've worked 25 years to help Alec get the most out of life. Let them tell you how they're doing it.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Piece by Piece Autism Podcasts. We have a super special guest today. We have the missing sibling of Alec Jensen. You thought he only had 3 siblings, but he actually has a few more. And today, I'm going to let Angie introduce Jackson Dunstan.
All right. We've got Jackson, who is my oldest son. He's the oldest of my 4 kiddos. He's a great big brother to Todd, Molly, and Luke. He is a hard worker. He's super fun to be around. He's a preteen, so that some days is debatable, but for the most part, he's pretty fun to be around. He's 12 and he's a big guy. He comes in at 5'11" as a 12-year-old and quite enjoys being the big kid on campus. He plays
basketball naturally.
No basketball. Well, we've done basketball. We tried it for a couple seasons. He loves being the big kid. Everybody knows who he is. And while we don't play basketball, we do a lot of baseball. So we just wrapped up his fall season with a big championship, and he's got the big diamond ring to prove it.
Ooh.
So he primarily plays outfield and first base, but most importantly, Jackson is here because he has grown up knowing Alec as a part of his life. Alec, I joke, and I've said this before, is my firstborn son, and Jackson my second. But Jackson's known Alec since the beginning of time, so we're excited that you're here with us today, Jackson.
Yep.
I guess we need to introduce Alec again, like we do. We try to, in every podcast, we try to say who Alec is. Alec is my 28-year-old son who has severe nonverbal autism. He currently lives in a group home setting in Utah, and he's adorable. And he spent a good deal of time at Angie's house because Angie has been his teacher since he was very young.
Yeah.
His babysitter before she was his teacher, and now she is a ABA consultant.
Well, we're excited you're here, Jackson, and we just want to kind of go down memory lane and see if we can share some fun stories and if you can share some insight with everybody about what it's been like growing up and knowing Alec for all these years. So we were just saying, though, Jackson is now 12, and Alec has been in his home in Utah now for 6 years, which is wild. So a lot of stories and memories that we've been thinking over happened when Jackson was only 3, 4, 5 years old, which is crazy because life just is flying by. But all right, Jackson, first question. Are you ready?
I think I am.
All right. So what is your favorite part of Alec being a part of your life, especially before he moved to Utah? What are some of your favorite memories?
Some of my favorite memories is when it was someone's birthday in his family. We would normally go to Pinstack and we would do some fun bowling, get a pizza. That probably the biggest one I think you would ever see. All the cousins fighting over when to help Alec help do the bowling. We would get the rack and we would all fight over helping him. And that was really, really fun, along with doing games. That was really, really fun to do with him. Al's boat week is another fun thing that we do. We go out for a whole entire week and we get to go boat with him. If they haven't said already, Al is a extremely big tuber, if not better than me.
A better tuber than you. He is good on the tube. You're right.
He's a daredevil. He likes things fast.
You couldn't pay me to get on the tube with him
crazy
these days, especially with our boat driver behind the wheel.
Michael's the best boat driver. I love going crazy.
Shout out, Michael, Officer Owen.
All right.
Hey, Jack, are you ready for the next question?
No, but yeah.
No, you're ready. Come on. How has knowing Alec helped your interaction with others or tolerance of kids who are different?
He's helped me feel a little more generous because, I mean, there are some people that think it's funny to have autism or things. And there was a kid at my school last year that had anger issues, and a lot of people think it's really funny. And there was a time where he got angry and he flipped a table on me, which when he gets overwhelmed, he'll get angry. Um, I forgave him. The principal calmed me down and talked to me about it. People think it's funny, but they don't. If they were to be them, they wouldn't think it's funny at all. And it's helped me grow respect for people that have autism, dyslexia. I have dyslexia, or people with ADHD that have a disability of doing something. And it's really not funny that they do that, but it's still sometimes it can be really, really cool that you can do stuff like that. Like Alec being able to talk without saying anything, he just uses the keyboard. I think that's a really, really cool thing.
Yeah, I loved last year when I got that call from the principal, and I said, "Oh, it was a good thing that that table landed on Jackson because you are very compassionate towards people who are different." And I think a big, big reason for that is because of the experiences that you have had with Alec and the ways that he has shown you just because he's different doesn't mean he is less than. And you really think that of anybody that is different or has disabilities, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, do you think that that child that flipped the table realized that you were extending a patience and understanding to him?
Yes. Actually, I think it may have been a few days later. No one wanted to work with him in a project, so I told him if you want to come over, and I worked with him on the project. I'm pretty sure he knew that I was being nice. I did a couple projects with him actually, so that was good.
That's wonderful. You raised him
He's a
right,
good
Angie.
kid.
It seemed like you seemed excited for Alec to come to your house. I remember your mom telling me some things. Oh, the boys can't wait to see Alec, or Jack, before Todd came along, your brother. It was, Jack is excited to see Alec. Was that the case? Did you remember feeling any kind of bit of excitement or looking forward to Alec visiting?
I do, because whenever Alec would come, it meant we're gonna have fun. We get to spend time with him. We get to just have fun with everyone. We get to hang out with Alec. We get Alec equals fun, and we get to go hang out with him.
Alec does equal fun. We were talking about when he was in Texas and we would have him come and stay at our house, the boys would get to come along and join in the activities that we did. So whether that was going to his horse lessons while Alec went and rode with his horse trainer, we got to go and say hi to all the horses, and the little boys loved doing that. Or going to Chick-fil-A and playing at the play place, or the parks. Alec loved coming with us to the parks, or the museums and aquariums and things like that. So, yeah, there was always things to look forward to going and doing that we didn't do on the regular if Alec were not with us necessarily. So, Alec does equal fun. I like that.
Oh yeah.
What about your trips to your grandparents' cabin in Oklahoma, where Alec would join?
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. I mean, we brought the boat up a couple times. Alec would come. We went on the rover a couple times with him, and I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he liked that. He loved the rover, and that
Yeah.
was always really fun to do with him.
And the hot tub.
Oh, he loved the hot tub. That was always so much fun. We would do the hot tub. He would come out, and it was just so fun.
How do you view your mom's relationship with Alec? Is that ever weird for you? Like that she says he's her fifth child or her firstborn. Like, how would
First of
that be?
all, I've never heard her say that. Second of all, I mean, she treats him like a second mom, honestly. She's always treating him with respect as she would treat me, or if I did something wrong, she would treat him, but maybe a little less harsh. I mean, not coming up to me and she like clapping her hand, but it was yeah, she's like a second mom to him, and I've always loved how my mom has treated him, because I mean, if you're going to take care of someone, you gotta treat them like they're just a normal kid, or else they're going to grow up thinking that they can be snotty, being a brat, or they could just be sad sometimes.
With Alex spending so much time at our house, especially when you guys were younger, not so much now when he comes to visit, but did you ever feel like he took up too much of my time or attention?
When I was younger, I was always kind of like, what's the point of being here? Why are we doing this when we could go be doing something fun? Especially when we were switching him off or we were at Christie's, you would kind of go in and Todd and I would just kind of stay in the car for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes there was work or chat to happen when we were doing the handoff for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
work chat, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as I grew up, started realizing why you're doing it and how important it was to help out with all that. When I was younger, I thought you were taking up a lot of time that you could have been spending with us. But while growing up, I noticed that you were basically taking care of him, teaching him things. And if you hadn't done that, he wouldn't be the Alec that we know today. So that was a good thing.
That is so sweet and so insightful.
Thanks, Jack.
That is absolutely true. Your mother has been invaluable in Alec's life in so many ways. But one of the biggest ways is that bond that they have. He has that bond with several people, but there's kind of like the bond he has with me, and then your mom is almost equal to me with his bond because he really does feel like he trusts them.
I mean, like I said earlier, she's basically his second mom.
Yeah, totally. Or maybe I'm the second mom. You never know.
If you gave birth to him, then you're officially his mom. You can't take that away.
Oh, that makes me the first mom. Okay, got it. Okay, good. Okay, I really appreciated whenever you took the time. I was trying to remember if it was one of those challenges that I've given you throughout your life where I say, hey, I'll give you $20 if you'll eat like a bug or something. Do you remember that? Remember those
I really
crunchy
took my time on that. And
bugs?
then you wouldn't tell us if they were real bugs or not. And then we ate them and we're like, oh, this tastes like a chicken.
At least you didn't have to eat those weird quail eggs that I sent your cousins, and they had to eat them, and anyway, they're edible. I mean, they're a food item that they sell at Buc-ee's. But anyway, going back to the tapping, you were so generous with your time to learn how to tap with Alec. Do you remember that when you decided,
I do remember
I'm going to do this? I think you thought it was easier than it is.
Much easier. I thought you just put up the board right by him and you asked him a question. And then I started doing that and he started doing it and you just type yes.
Yes.
I went to my mom and she would say, oh yeah, you can't ask him a yes or no question. And
yeah, it took some practice.
Well, he has a default on the board. The default is yes. The default before yes was maybe. Everything started with maybe. So that's how he got his Instagram handle.
Right.
He's maybe Alec Jensen.
Oh, that's why it's like that.
So yes was his road answer. But so that's why we never ask him yes or no.
I think questions. The tapping started during one of his visits back from Utah because he was with us for several days staying at our house. And we thought, okay, we're going to tackle this. We can't do yes or no questions. We set up some structured tapping sessions at our kitchen table, and we had a notepad where we would write down some CVC 3-letter words and started there. But Alec at this point was a little bit more generous in tapping with new learners. He wasn't as flexible as he is now, where it really is quite effortless for our new team members to jump in and learn how to tap with him. But Jackson was really patient with him and sat and gave good instruction and gave good feedback and definitely did a good job to where I think I call it the Coke or Pepsi, where you could give him 2 options. Do you want a burger? Do you want a hot dog? And he would be able to decide between the 2 options.
I think I got it mastered very quickly. I mean, I think one thing that I also like to do is whenever Alec comes is I think one of the first things I do is I like to ask him a question just in case he's forgotten about it. And I'm like, still got it. You can still do it with me.
That's right. We still practice when he comes to town. It's fun to see.
Yeah.
Have your friends ever met Alec?
I actually have had quite a few of my friends. I think I've had uh, Will's met him, Tristan's met him. Um,
Was it weird to introduce him to your friends? Did you feel funny about it at all, or did you feel
um,
totally comfortable?
I don't know how they feel about autism or anything. So, I mean, I guess I was a little uncomfortable about it. Um, Most of it was just hoping that they would be respectful uh, in front of him and in front of my mom. And they were. I would ask them about how he was the next day, and they would say, "Oh yeah, he's really fun," which
Oh,
is
good.
really really good.
Yeah, you've got some great friends.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to have friends who wouldn't be respectful to him. I was just curious.
I
That
thought you were about to say I didn't
was
expect you to
kind
have
of something.
friends. I'm a lonely
Oh,
guy.
oh, Jack, I totally expect you to be the most popular guy in the school. Were you ever scared of Alec's behaviors?
I never really saw his behaviors. I think actually it might have been one time when he was here, but he was just going around and kind of doing stuff that he wasn't really supposed to. Yeah,
Impulsive, kind of
yeah,
impulsive thing. Yeah.
You saw lots of behaviors when he was over a lot during his teenage years. Those were his most difficult years as far as behaviors go.
yeah.
But I think, I mean, I did my best to distract or to get you and your brother just busy on something else and handle Alec in another room or separate.
Yeah, I remember that you said that, Angie, is in reference to Alec misbehaving, and I would think, oh no, I hope that Jack and Todd did not see him misbehaving like that, because I think it would be difficult. Like banging your head, like he had, that was one of his
Mm-hmm.
behaviors, is that he banged his head and that he would stomp his feet and that he was a hair puller and he was a biter for
Yeah.
a while.
And we had conversations. I mean, it gave me an opportunity to teach the kids that, hey, this is something we're dealing with. We've got to work through it. We need to give them some space, and when we're done, we move on, and we don't hold a grudge in any way. And I think that the kids, learned that at a young age. But we were talking one funny story back when both the boys were in car seats. They had to be buckled in the middle, and so Alec would ride shotgun most of the time in my car when we had him.
I think Christy knows where this is going.
Yeah. And on occasion, if he was a little stinker in the car, I'd have to pull up the third row seat and he'd have to climb back and get back in the third row. And there were a couple times we'd be driving home and Jackson would be sitting in front of him, but there was the headrest and the car seat. And so Alec would be trying his darndest to reach that hand up and over the car seat or on the side around the car seat, anything to kind of get to Jackson's head. And I'd say, just lean forward, Jackson. But so silly things like that you probably don't remember so much of, but you were a good
I
sport
actually
about.
think I do remember some of that.
Yeah. We blocked that out because Alec now is such a happy-go-lucky, easy to have around guy. It's honestly sometimes hard to remember some of the difficult things we had to deal with. You have to really think
It
about it.
really is. I think it's
So,
because you block out those
yeah.
difficult times. You really do.
Yeah.
They were traumatic and they were very hard to get through
Yeah, for
on a
sure.
day-to-day basis. It was
Mhm.
just we went day to day.
Mhm.
We had another funny experience with car seats
Yes,
and
this is a
Jack.
good one. Share this one, Christy.
We had a period of time where we had Alec up in Colorado, and Angie and I traded off where we took care of him. So we got like an Airbnb, and she lived in it for part of the time and I lived in it for part of the time, leading up to getting Alec ready to go into the group home there.
Mhm.
Well, we had an overlap day where both of us were in town, and somehow, I don't know, I am not qualified to do this. I will just put that out there. I was assigned, well, how did this happen? I was assigned to take care of cute little Jack, who was only about 3.
Yep,
right?
3.5
then,
when we were there. Yep.
I'm just gonna
okay,
say real
and
quick. You're supposed to know when you're supposed to say no when someone asks you to take it.
okay, thank you
Word
for.
to the wise.
I think I've learned that now. Um, okay, and then I have the little brother Todd, who is only one, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Angie had taught him a few little sign language signs.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that was funny is that Todd kept doing his more signs when I was trying to give him a snack, and I could not figure out what he wanted more of. And so I had to just like,
Give
try all
him
these different
the smorgasbord.
smorgasbord. Yeah, the smorgasbord of treats to see if I could make him happy. But then we also found that I did not know the proper way to install a car seat in my car because it had been a few years since I had installed a car seat.
Well, and what
And
happened was their car seat got lost in the shuffle with luggage during our flight. So they
oh,
gave us a janky car seat. It was
oh,
like
that's
old
oh, good. It
school.
wasn't my fault.
Yeah,
Is that
it
what you're
wasn't.
saying?
Well, I don't think we cinched the buckle just right, but had we had the proper car seat, it probably would have latched a lot easier. So we had that
Okay.
going against us, but keep going.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm driving along and I have been driving for a while. And all of a sudden, I looked in the rearview mirror and there was no child back there that I could see. And Jack was supposed to be back there in that car seat. And I soon realized that his whole car seat was like totally on the side, but he was just quietly sitting
The 5-point harness held him. It was fine.
there. Every time I run across that picture, I
It's
just laugh my
hysterical.
head off at like, oh my goodness. And I had to take him to a library to hang out for a while and play. And I was just like so nervous.
Oh my
I don't know. I
gosh.
mean, I did have 4 children. I don't know why I'm not more experienced at this. But anyway,
Well,
we're
it's
happy to say Jack has grown to be 5'11". He's a great baseball player.
all right. So, Jackson, do you have any thoughts about what you hope for Alec in the future?
I'm hoping that he can just live a successful life, and I hope his future looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
he's having a great life right now. He's got plenty of friends. He's got his brothers and sisters. Um, he's got you. He's got Todd, me, Molly, Luke, Max, Spencer, Michael, and everyone. And we're all there to help him whenever he needs help. So we can always help him. And he's been doing great the past like couple years, and we've always had fun with him. So I'm hoping that he can keep on having fun. That be able to have fun with him as well.
Awesome.
That's so sweet. Now, Jack, I have to tell you that I really, really feel grateful to you. I just think you and Todd, and I mean Molly and Luke, same, but they're younger and they didn't have as much experience with Alec.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I really appreciate it that you boys always treated Alec with such love and such consideration, and I that you shared your mom with him was really meaningful to me and to our family because back in the day, Angie and I were the group home.
Mhm.
Angie and I were sharing the nights that we would have Alex so that I would have a few nights off during the week. So I knew that that meant when he was at your house, then he was part of your family and y'all were dealing with some of the things that I was dealing with that were challenging. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being the kind of guy that was welcoming to him and loving to him because I know you were from day one. And
Well, if we're going to share our mom, then we might as well be his second brothers. So
That's right. That's
cute.
right. You've got an extra brother.
That's right.
We do love
Thank you
Alec.
so much.
Well, this has been super fun, Jackson. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're glad that you got to share some of your insight to having an extra bonus brother, Alec. It's nice that he's been a part of our family, and I know that you've been grateful for that.
oh yeah,
We've learned and grown alongside with him. So we're glad that you came and shared some of that with us.
Thank you so much, Jackson.
anytime.
Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Piece by Piece Autism Podcast. We would love your support by spreading the word and sharing the show. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Piece by Piece Autism Podcast. That's PIECE, Piece by Piece Autism Podcast. We'll talk next time. Bye.
Bye. We're going to say wah, wah, quack, quack, quack.
I will say that. We should all say it. We should all say it at the same time.
Okay, let's
y'all
try it
better
again,
put
but
this in the podcast. Y'all gotta put this in the podcast.
Okay, ready?
let's try it again. Can we do it our way?
Yeah.
Fine.
Please. I know you're the creator. Now get up close to your microphone.
Good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Wah,
Wah, wah, wah. Quack, quack, quack.